Hi, I had a challenger in one of my challenge groups that I'm running right now ask me a question, and I thought that I would go ahead and answer that question through a video because it was just too much to say in a post just through typing. I'm sitting in my car right now making this video response. I just got done working at the gym because my DVD player broke and I don't own a laptop, so pretty unfortunate. I hate coming out in this cold weather, and I hate coming to the gym whenever I can do those workouts at home, because those workouts at home are what personally works for my body. Anyhow, her question was, you know, what program did you start with? How much did you lose on it? And what happened after that? Like, what programs did you do? And so, you know, again, I wanted to make this response in a video because it was just too much to type. I started doing these Beachbody programs after the birth of my first child, Elena, and I delivered her at 210 pounds. So I'm 5'3" on a good day. That's a lot of weight to carry on somebody that is not tall, not even barely medium height. So I'm kind of short. Anyhow, after I had my daughter, I had kind of just assumed that going back to the gym like I had done, you know, my whole life basically, that weight would just kind of fall off, and it didn't. I spent a whole year of my life basically being depressed and crying and, you know, shying away from my husband, and you know, because of self-confidence problems that I was having and certain, you know, body image issues that I was having. I was just totally uncomfortable in my skin. I had turned into somebody that I didn't recognize. I wasn't me anymore. And, you know, although I love being a mom, I just could not recognize myself anymore. I mean, I still remember to this day, like, sitting in my hallway and just hugging my knees and crying if I had to get dressed and go somewhere, because I would literally, like, break a sweat trying to put my clothes on. I would sweat. And then I would get frustrated because nothing would fit. And then me and my husband would get in an argument because I would become extremely irritable. I mean, it was just a mess. It was a huge mess. And anyhow, I had basically spent a whole year of my life after my daughter was born coming to the gym and working out, and I had only lost, like, maybe 20 pounds on my own, which in a whole year's time should be way more than that. And I was doing the typical routine that most people do, and that is lifting weights, doing 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, lifting weights, doing 20 to 30 minutes of cardio. Guess what? That doesn't work for everybody anymore. It definitely wasn't working for me anymore. The first program that I started with was Turbo Fire, because back in 2011, that was really the first one that I had seen on social media that was exploding. And my sponsor, actually, my Beachbody coach, inspired me through her journey, because that was another mom that I saw kicking some serious butt and losing all her baby weight. So I thought, okay, well, I give it a shot. So I ordered the program, and so Turbo Fire was what I started with. And within 90 days of committing to the program, I lost 60 pounds. So I lost the rest of my baby weight. I nailed it within 90 days of that program. And I didn't have Shakeology at that point in time. I just got the program, and it had totally changed my life. I mean, I had gotten my body back. I had lost all that baby weight, and so it inspired me to keep going. So the next program that I did was Insanity, and I committed to Insanity. I'm an Insanity grad. I kicked that program with my husband, and we both crushed it, and I ended up becoming into the best shape of my entire life. So then after, you know, I completed Insanity and became an Insanity grad, then I started running in races. I started doing like 5Ks and 10 miles and turkey trots and, you know, benefit runs, and it completely overhauled my entire life. I became a different person that was completely aware of my health, whereas before I wasn't. I was just doing the same old routine. I felt like a hamster, like on a hamster wheel. I was so frustrated. Like, why isn't this working? It used to work when I was like 18 or 25 or even 27. Like, why isn't this happening for me? But it wasn't until I started doing Beachbody programs that my body responded like it was just meant to be in my life. My body just needed that change. It was like I had been in a plateau for years or something. Anyway, so the second program that I went with was after the birth of my son, and I delivered him at 200 pounds, so that must be like my weight mark with pregnancies. So anyways, I delivered him at 200, and then this time when I got home, I wasn't as depressed as before, because I kind of already had a plan. I knew that I was going to go towards a Beachbody program, And I mean, it was already set in my head. I knew that it worked, so I knew that it was going to work a second time. I didn't even have a hesitation about it. But this time I committed with T25, which was Shanti's new program at the time, which was a 25-minute program. And that's really what drew me to it, because all I could think in my head was, oh my God, I'm a new mom of 2 kids now, and I'm not going to have any time. I'm not even going to have time to shower. How am I going to have time to work out? So they really, you know, Beachbody really eliminated that problem, that time concern with T25. So I did T25 at 8 weeks postpartum. Like I said, I delivered at, you know, 205 pounds with my son. I was already in a little bit better condition this time around, even though I had gained that much weight, because I was so in shape from all the programs and running that I had done before. So I think my body, it just handled pregnancy better the second time around. I took better care of myself. Anyhow, so I committed at 8 weeks postpartum, and I started the program at 189 pounds for this one. So, yeah, 8 weeks postpartum, started at 189, and within 14 weeks with this program, I lost 57 pounds and 30 inches off my body. I completed alpha, beta, and gamma, so I completed all 3 cycles. Gamma was like the cherry on the top for that program for me. It really, like, it intensifies in levels. So like there's alpha, and then there's beta, and then there's gamma, and each level just kind of builds you up to the next one. Anyway, so I mean, I'm wearing my T25 shirt right now. I mean, I cannot speak highly enough about Shanti, what he's done for my life, the programs that he's put into my life that's made me believe in myself. Like, I could probably cry, like, talking about it. I cannot wait to meet him this year at Coach Summit, so at least I'm hoping I will. No, I'm going to meet that man. I'm going to say thank you in person. But anyway, so those are the programs that I've done. And then, you know, after I lost all that weight with T25, I wasn't even a coach yet. Shakeology with T25 was like off the hook. Like, my body responded like boom, like that, like how it was meant to be or something. Like, my body was fueled nutritionally how it was meant to be. You know, it was the only thing that I had put into my body that was honest to God, you know, organic, non-GMO, that tasted great, that was derived with superfoods from around the world. So my body was being fueled like a well-oiled machine for these fitness programs. So if you haven't tried Shakeology yet, get yourself on some, because it's the bee's knees. It's amazing. Even if you don't even do Beachbody programs, get yourself on Shakeology. Get yourself a healthy meal for the day. People spend $5 at Starbucks. Don't. You can spend that $5 on less, actually, on Shakeology once a day. But anyhow, I'm totally rambling on. Anyhow, so after T25, I actually did like 3 rounds of it. So I didn't commit to another program for a while. I did like 3 rounds of T25 because it worked. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So I just kind of kept going, and I fell even more in love with it. And then after that, I did the 21-day fix, which was amazing. That was a great program too. I still use those portion control containers that I got from that program just in my daily life. And now I just got Insanity Max 30. I'm totally stoked for this one. And then I'm addicted. So then after I just bought P92. So I have my whole summer set. We're gonna do, you know, Insanity Max 30. I'm getting ready to commit with that with my challenge group, and then after that P90. So I don't know, it's totally a huge part of my life now, and these programs are the only thing that has changed my body and changed who I was emotionally, mentally, physically. You're totally thrown into a whole new community of support. You have a total solution with Beachbody, because you have nutrition, and you have your workout, and you have a meal. It's like a personal trainer comes to you in a box with the healthiest meal of the day for you. It's incredible. So anyways, those are the programs that I've done, and I'll continue to do more probably for the rest of my life. So yeah, that answers that question. Probably a lot more, you know, in depth than I should have answered it, but I have so much to say about it all the time. I'm bursting with energy constantly to talk to people about this. I feel like if I had a podium, I would shout it to everybody. But anyway, if you've watched this a long 10-minute video, thank you for watching me sit in my car and talk to you. But anyway, thanks. And Christy, I hope this answered your question. Bye.